Well, good afternoon, church. Prime Minister, Minister Clay, Right Honorable, and Mrs. Bethel, to the members of this great church and reverend gentlemen, ladies all. It's an esteemed privilege and honor to be here this afternoon. And one of the reasons I was delayed coming in was because I wanted to go see Linda Petty, who is the mother of Sylvanus. And I start out there because I know what it is when times get tough and everybody goes running for the tall grass. And what you need to do is, when people are your allies and friends, always be there in times of trouble, whether good or bad. And that's the reason I'm here as well this afternoon, because the old chairman, now deceased of the PLP, Dud Maynard, used to say, what is hand wash hand, make hand come clean. And I tell you this because last week I think Mr. Bethel did an extraordinary favor for me. We were in the middle of a battle, which you publicly know about. And he called me and he said, I'm coming to town, and I'm only coming to vote for you, and then I'm getting back on the plane and coming back to Eleuthera. And that takes a lot, to take time out of your schedule, which is busy and time-consuming. So, notwithstanding the battle that we're still in, I thought it was very important for me to come here and to make a statement about the fact of your friendship and your support. And it's been a long journey, to quote Sidney Poitier, who, when he accepted the Academy Award in 1964, said, it's been a long journey. And I've told this story before, perhaps in this church, that my first sight of Philip Bethel was at my very first PLP convention. And the whispers around the room were that this great man from Eleuthera was coming, and he was our standard bearer for Eleuthera. And when he entered the place where the convention was being held, the convention hall, there was like a great wave of people. I'd never seen so many people accompany one representative at a convention. It must have been 1,000 people. I kid you. And he was a conqueror and represented this constituency as a great Bahamian and did well for the constituency. And still today, people remember the years of his service. And now to have gone on to this service, which he is given to country, for which he's been honored by the country for his contributions. And I want to thank him for continuing that life of service. And by his side has been Mrs. Bethel at all times. She entered the convention with him, and she's still with him today, and she is his standard bearer. So that's the reason I'm here. I want to say thank you again for all you've done for country, for this church, and the vineyard of the Lord. Now, I noticed Clay left the podium swinging his hands. I don't intend to do so. So, and I'm going to lay a challenge, because Clay and I were at a meeting, and at the meeting, someone came in. They were trying to get the nomination from him, and someone came in and said to all the people in the audience, "I'm giving $1,000 as a donation to this meeting." So I leaned over to him and I said, "Why don't you say I match you 1,000 and I raise you 1,000?" So this is 15 years. We in the Progressive Liberal Party ought to at least be able to raise 1,500. So I bought 5. The Prime Minister will match me 5, and Clay will raise 5. So, and if you twist his arm, I'm sure he could do better than that too. But thank you very much, and God's blessings on you and for your work. And it's my honor and privilege to be here to say those words. Thank you. Oh, sorry, yeah. I forgot, I got carried away. So I'm presenting him to some, not introducing to others. Perhaps the youngsters may not, but this is a great man, a good man. Hails from Cat Island. He's our Prime Minister. I think he's doing a great job, a great job. And again, there's a value in someone who stands with you in times of trouble and in the good times. And he is such a person. So I'm proud to ask you to stand and welcome our Prime Minister to the podium.